Hi guys, welcome to new video. So as you can see, we are at the position that we left last time, and we will be continuing the first walkthrough of Duskmarsh Phantom Halls. And as you can see, we are playing as Mage. So let's just go straight into the underground and listen to the lots of monologues that we'll have to listen to there, because they will tell us how everything works there and what we need to do.
You have now entered the Phantom Halls themselves. There are many rooms that you will have to pass through. Sometimes it will be about defeating enemies. Sometimes it will be about overcoming traps. And sometimes it will be about solving puzzles. For every room you overcome, your hero will gain a new level. This will make him stronger, and some levels will also unlock new abilities. You can also collect other items in the rooms that can help you on your journey.
Yeah, so this is basically what I already told you in the previous video. There will be one more dialogue once I go to this area. So let's listen to that.
To enter a room, pick up the healing rune in front of that chamber. This will transport you to that room. Once you complete the room, whether it's killing all the enemies or doing anything else, an exit will open up for you, which you can take to head towards the next room.
Yeah, so to teleport to the room, we need to pick up this healing rune, because otherwise you won't be able to get there, because there is a magic barrier that won't let you in. And also there is another same barrier at the exit, which is in this first chamber right here, and that will disappear after you defeat all the enemies or just complete whatever is necessary to complete that chamber. A really smart thing to do here is, of course, to save the game. So we have Duskmarsh Phantom Halls here. Let's make a save.
I am here.
And now I will just pick up this rune, and it will teleport me right behind this wall.
I do what is my duty.
So right here you can see there are enemies attacking me. So in this first chamber we have lots of warriors. We also received a small message that says room 1, so we know where we are in the whole process, because after you do like 5 or 7 rooms you might get lost where you are. So that will also tell you. And after you complete a mission, there will also be a small pop-up message that will tell you the level of your hero. So if you level up to level 3 or something, it will just pop up here, so you know how far you are as well. We still don't have any abilities, so first we of course need to actually accomplish something. We didn't do anything yet. I only completed the optional quest in the previous mission, but we need to do the things that are actually that you actually need to do to upgrade your hero and unlock those abilities. After this first room we will unlock first ability with each hero, so that will be the Call of Lightning. Call of the Lightning for Mage. As you can see, there is lots of bone warriors and bone archers. They are not too strong, you should be able to defeat them, but be careful with pulling 2 of them at once. As you can see, those... And now we might actually die, because this warrior is actually quite strong. If you pull 2 warriors, you will usually die actually. Now we had a warrior and archer. I was actually quite confident that we should be able to do this, but now it's getting really close. But hopefully we should be able to win this. Yeah, we killed him. Once again we are auto-regenerating, so now I can just wait for a while and we should be fine. As you can see, there is also an item that was also mentioned in the monologue, that you can also pick up some really useful items that you can then use later in the walkthrough. Of course, ideally you want to save all the items for the last boss, but if you are struggling with some room or something, you can definitely utilize those items to help you on your journey. There is one more archer, so let's kill him. You are regenerating the same amount of HP while you are waiting somewhere, or if you are fighting. Combat doesn't stop it, so it doesn't really matter. The only thing you need to take care of is not fighting where you would die, of course. So this is a Stone of the Dead that will summon some skeletons, so it's of course thematically fitting into this room where we are defeating skeletons, so definitely useful item. I will try to save it. And now I will continue this way. Here is one archer that you can kill, and then you can utilize this pillar to actually defeat some of those warriors behind it. As you can see, we already have 16 kills, which is really nice. And if you actually play the Elven Ranger, then you have a little bit longer range than Mage, I think by 1. And that means that you can actually shoot some of those bone warriors or other creatures without them even attacking you. So if I just stand here behind this pillar, I can just shoot him and he wouldn't even attack me. But we will of course see that when we play the walkthrough with the Elven Ranger, because as I said, I will be making a walkthrough with each of those heroes, so you know exactly how it can be won with each of them. I just started with the Mage because I really enjoy him, mainly because of his first ability that you will see right after we defeat this first chamber. We'll see how many rooms we can actually do in one video, but I would like to keep those videos shorter, because I mean, you are already probably tired of those long videos from my campaigns, where it's sometimes like even 2 hours or something, usually over hour in those harder missions. So I would like to make this a little bit shorter, maybe like 15 to 30 minutes videos, should be fine. So as you could saw, we had another message, as I said, hero level up, level 2. So now we have a level 2. As you can see, I have 50 more HP. So we had 200, now I have 250, and also Call of the Lightning unlocked. If we read the description, it says repeatedly strike the enemy with lightning. Each lightning bolt burns your mana. This basically means that we'll be dealing like 55 damage, if I remember correctly, with each strike. But as you can see, it costs 10 mana, so I can only cast 10 of them. Plus of course everything I auto-regenerate during that process. The system here is of course the same. There is a barrier, I can teleport in with this rune. And this is actually room number 2, and this is not a clear fighting mission where you just have enemies that you need to kill. But this is actually a maze room basically, or a riddle room, you can call it however you want. And as you can see, there are those runes on the ground, and by stepping on this ground you will actually summon a certain enemy. As you can see, there are I think 5 different pictures or 5 different runes on the ground, and they are repeating. For example, this one is the same as this one, and each of them summons a different unit. Of course, you have no idea what each of them does. You probably don't even know that it will summon an enemy if you play it for the first time, so that's why I'm doing this walkthrough and telling you this. And of course I know the approximate strength of each of those enemies. For example, this symbol is summoning the strongest enemies, so you usually want to avoid those runes. I usually start here in the middle, and of course you always want to fight against one enemy at a time. Now I will show you the ability. So as you can see, it will summon this really strong lightning strike, and it will basically destroy them immediately. And I will just continue this way. I think if you go through the middle, you should be able to avoid all of those runes. It's not undefeatable, you can definitely kill the unit in 1v1 if each of those heroes, but it's much harder than any of the other runes, and if you, for example, have only half HP from the previous runes that you fought, you might actually just die. Also, this one is quite strong, but we should be able to defeat it. As you can see, it's a Phantom Warrior, and if I'm not mistaken, the unit that will come from this rune is Horror, which is like even maybe 100 more HP and more damage and everything. As you can see, I'm already running quite low on mana, so let's just spam some basic attacks. By the way, one trick with Mage that you can utilize if you want to maximize your DPS, you want to always cast a lightning strike or Call of the Lightning and then basic attack, and just weave those spells in like this. It's better if I show you. So I'm just pressing Q and then right clicking with my mouse to always cast one ability and then cast basic attack. This way you can increase your attack speed and actually do the highest DPS possible. It's just a small trick to increase your damage, but of course you will still burn your mana really quickly. Here you can see there is one healing potion, 100 HP, but keep in mind that we have 200% healing received, because this is a hero, so this will actually heal me for 200, which is really strong. And also, once again, we received message, hero level up level 3, and now we have 300 HP, so once again 50 more. This is room number 3, so let's maybe make another save. Here we will be fighting against some scrappers or beetles. So this is just a fighting room, same as the first one. Those small young scrappers are really easy to defeat, but then there are bigger ones, like this one, that are actually quite difficult. And if you are not prepared, you don't have abilities ready or mana, or you have half HP, you can easily die here. So be really careful. As you can see, there are 2 together, so you also want to split them a little bit. Now I will utilize the trick that I told you about, so this way I am just maximizing my DPS to kill him as fast as possible, to save as much HP as possible, of course, because the faster I kill him, the less damage I will receive during that time. And as you can see, I burned 70% of my mana and lost more than half of my HP just against this one enemy. So now if I immediately pulled the other one, he will probably just kill me. Or I will just need to use some of those items that we of course want to save. So let's just wait a little bit. I want to have at least 60 mana and let's say like 230 or 50 HP, just to be sure. It's actually quite long room, really narrow but long, with lots of different enemies. Or I mean only scrappers, but there are those small ones that are really easy to defeat and you don't need to spend any mana on them. And then there are those bigger ones where you need to use everything. This is actually not the biggest one that we fought before. This one is a little bit weaker, but he's still quite powerful. Yeah, this is just Scrapper. The one before was Broad Scrapper, if I'm not mistaken. Then there is once again the small one, Young Scrapper, so we can easily kill him. Normal Scrapper and Young Scrapper again. Yeah, so maybe we can kill this one immediately. You can always kite a little bit and wait for your HP to regenerate even during the fight, so it should be fine. And here is the big one, once again, so we need to be careful. Once again, I will burn this one down really quickly. Of course, we are just starting, so the rooms here are actually quite easy. He actually almost killed me here. So now I will wait a little bit. The rooms in the beginning are quite easy. Yeah, this one is really easy. You just need to not pull everything at once, kill them one by one or maximum 1v2. Here, if you once again just spawn one enemy at a time, you should be quite fine. Just be careful here. You will see that in the walkthrough where I will choose the Dark Elf Rider, that he has an ability to summon 2 skeletons. That is his first ability, and it can be quite dangerous here because if you just send them there, they might step on one of those runes and actually summon some units even though your hero wasn't there, and then you might have some problems because you'll be fighting against more enemies at once and you maybe won't be able to defeat it. So be really careful here. Outside of that, it's really easy. As you can see, I just walk through the middle path here and had no problems. Then we have this room. Once again, you just need to wait for HP before you pull those big scrappers, but you can use that time to defeat those small ones. Even if I lose some HP, it will be a really small amount, and at least I have time to regenerate my mana that I don't need to spend on those small scrappers. Yeah, so this is the third room, and then there will be the fourth room that is really difficult. It's really hard with all heroes. I think it's the easiest with Elven Ranger, but all the others have it really hard. And that is the last room that you always need to accomplish in each walkthrough, because then you will have a choice between 2 paths that you can take and actually play in different rooms. So of course, in different walkthroughs I will choose different paths, so you can see all the rooms in the end. So now we'll fight against the Brute Scrapper. As you can see, he has 100 more HP than the normal Scrapper, and I believe the same amount of damage. Yeah, but I was full HP once again, and he will bring me under 150, which is 50% of my HP, so really dangerous. Now let's see, there are 2 small scrappers, so, and then there is one normal scrapper behind them. So I managed to pull just one of those small ones. Let's burn him down really quickly. Also keep in mind that this is lightning damage and your basic attacks are fire, so that might be important in some scenarios, and it will be really crucial in the next room, because there will be enemies that are basically immune to fire damage, so you can only kill them with Call of the Lightning, and that's the hardest part of playing that room with Mage. But you will see that in a moment. This is the last enemy of this room. Also the healing rune that teleports you to each room is actually not just restoring 162 HP or what's the value that it usually restores. It will actually heal you to full HP and also restore your mana, so you don't need to worry about anything. Hero level up to level 4, and we also found an item, Medicine Plant, which is a full HP heal, so that is really strong. And this is the room that is maybe even the hardest from the whole walkthrough, and it's only the 4th mission, 4th room, but I will try to do it the first time, of course. Let's of course make save the game. You can see we already have 39 kills, and basically in this room you have those small boxes. There is 9 of them, and there are 9 runes. And as you can see, you have 3 boxes always with the same rune, and there are 3 same runes on the ground, and then you have other 3 runes and other 3, and you just need to bring them to the right place. And during this time where you are bringing those boxes to those runes, there will be fire skeletons that will be summoning there and actually attacking you during that time, so you need to be really quick. And as I mentioned, you can only damage them with Call of the Lightning in this mission. I mean with this hero, because they are basically almost immune to fire damage. So the biggest limitation here is time, because you will just run out of mana after some time, and then you won't be able to kill them anymore. So let's just teleport in. Immediately you need to start bringing those boxes there. As you can see already, first enemy is attacking me. It's Burning Warrior. I'll try to kill him as fast as possible. Only requires 3 hits. Now I got stuck here. This is the biggest problem here. As you can see, the box got stuck on me a little bit because of those pillars. And this is actually the biggest problem with Dark Elf Rider, because he has a little bit bigger model than the other heroes, and it's really hard with him. Then we have this symbol, so let's bring it to the top. Yeah, sometimes the box will just get stuck on you randomly. Also, those skeleton warriors, or just whatever unit will attack you, they can just push the box away from that rune, and then it won't work, so you will need to go basically repair it, fix the problem that he made. So you will also need to make sure that you are not leading the enemies to those boxes. Of course, the ranged enemies doesn't really matter, they will just shoot you from the middle, but the melee ones are quite problematic. Now let's take this box. I always like to do the sides first, because the enemies are walking through the middle line all the time, so they will just destroy the position of my boxes anyway. Now let's take this rune on the left, and let's bring it to the top. There is also healing dust that it will pick up after we complete this room. There is this small red circle that is summoning the skeletons. Once you place all the boxes at the right places, the circle will disappear and they will stop spawning. And that is the warrior, so let's try to bring him this way so he doesn't destroy the position of this box. Yeah, it doesn't need to be exactly in the center of the rune on the ground, but approximately. Yeah, I just need to test it a little bit. Maybe I can push it a little bit back. Now I need this rune to bring it to the location of this archer, and as you can see, we are already running really low on mana. I will be able to destroy just one more unit, and then I will have really big problems. But let's try it anyways. I will bring this one a little bit closer. Yeah, and now I ran out of mana. So I can just ignore him for a while maybe. I need to be careful so he doesn't push anything away. Yeah, maybe we were just too slow because he already ran out of mana. It is still accomplishable. We can just push those boxes there even though the enemies are there, and then I can just kill them later. I just need to stop the summoning process. But as you can see, it's just blocking the way of my crate, and now I don't have mana to kill them. There is another enemy. I don't think we'll be able to accomplish this on the first try, but let's still see what we can do. Maybe I can push this crate here. Yeah, but yeah, actually it disappeared. So now I just need to live for a while. Maybe slow him down a little bit. And I need to wait for 30 mana so I can kill him. I think I can kill him with 3 shots. Yeah, once the ring on the ground disappears, you are fine. Of course I will need to reposition the crates later, but now I'm just trying to survive. Now we can kill him, and yeah, it's fine. The mission was not, I mean the room was not completed yet. You need to have zero skeletons in the room and also have all the crates at the right place. But just to remove the ring that is summoning the skeletons, you only need to position your crates to the right location. And you can kill the skeletons after that. So this is really nice. Let's put this crate down here. And now I will only bring this one back into the middle. As you can see, even when no one is attacking me, it's quite difficult because you're always getting stuck on those pillars. Yeah, but to level up, we have level 5, so as you can see, HP once again increased to 400. Yeah, it's getting a little bit stuck here, doesn't matter. Here we have healing dust, 100, so I will take that, and we can either continue this way or this way. This time I will go this path. I think it's a little bit better. Your hero will get a little bit stronger if you go this way. And you can also get some more special things, but this way also gives you some nice stuff. So we'll also test it with some other hero. But this time I will go this way, because as I said, I think it's a little bit better, and since this hero is the hardest one probably to complete this walkthrough with, I want to have the highest possible chance of doing that. So let's just teleport in. Maybe we can make a save after we completed that mission. That room, of course. And this is a trap room basically. There are different traps that will be damaging you. As you can see, there is this poison, fog, where actually enemies will summon. So you just need to run away from them. Here is a rune on this stone that you need to find. It's right here. So you will just walk through here. Otherwise the other rooms will just damage you with really high damage. Now I have some time to wait here so we can talk about it. You just need to run away from those guardian runes. You can also fight them. I don't know why my hero is going there. You can also fight them and kill them, but it's just a waste of time. So I always prefer to just run through them. And here, of course, if you know where to go, you can just run through here. If you don't know, or if I want to show you, you just need to go to the top part here, look at the rune here, and then as you can see, it's this symbol, so you just run through here and you take no damage. Maybe you take some really small damage from this, but if you run through those runes, then you will receive like 100 damage or something every second, or I don't remember exactly. Also we unlocked another ability in the previous room that I didn't talk about, and that is Frost Shield. It's the normal Frost Shield that you know from the original game of Armies of Exigo. It's an ability of Nightmare, and it basically gives you like free armor and 15% magical damage reduction. So it's really useful, and it can also help us here in this mission, because we can just add to ourselves some extra magical damage reduction. Here are those fire runes on the ground. You don't really see them, but they are really dealing lots of damage, so you need to be really careful. And they are also doing damage around themselves, not just at this small square. So you just need to run through here. You can also go this way, but there is lots of them, and they are not really visible, so it's quite difficult. The good thing for this room is that Mage have already 50% passive magical damage reduction, as you can see, And if I also stack it with the Frost Shield, I'm taking basically no damage, and all of those traps are dealing usually fire damage or any type of magical damage. Yeah, there was poison, so it's really easy to mitigate it. Here you just need to run through this, it's dealing lots of damage, but if you go this way you will only get hit by one of them. Then there are two, one, two, so this is the best place to run through it. But if you have this huge magical damage reduction, you can run anywhere you want. And this is the last part, where there are those lightning strikes being summoned, and I think they will maybe one-shot you or deal really huge damage, so you really want to time it precisely. Once it hits, you just run, and hopefully you will evade all the attacks that are being summoned here. Maybe wait a little bit. Now this will disappear and you are fine. So as you can see, it's really easy with Mage to just run through it with full HP. If you had, for example, I don't know, any of the other heroes, basically, you would just pick up some healing runes here and fully heal yourself. And this is the most important thing, it's Orb of Lightning. It's not what it usually does. Usually you will just use it on your hero and get 20 more damage, but of course that would be totally broken in this mode, where you have 20 baseline damage or something. So this will actually give us a special effect, and there will be a small monologue about it, so I will let you listen to it.
You've collected the mighty orb of lightning. Lightning now flows through your veins, causing you to have slightly increased mana regeneration.
Yeah, so as you saw, the orb immediately disappeared, and now we get a passive bonus that is increasing my mana regeneration. Usually you have 1 mana per second, now we have 1 mana per second plus 1 more mana per like 3 seconds, I believe, so it's a little bit higher, maybe like 30% or something, which is quite useful, of course, when you have when you just need to regenerate lots of mana. So it's really nice quality of life boost. Now we will teleport to the next room, room number 6. This is just a fighting room. Let's just make one more save to make sure. There will be hive spitters that you need to defeat. So actually I don't really like to use Frost Shield because it's just wasting 60 mana, which is lots of damage. Sometimes it is necessary, but I mainly use it for the rooms where I don't need to fight, I just need to walk through something. Of course here it might be actually quite useful because it's reducing magical damage, and hive spitters have poison damage, so we would be able to take even more hits, but we already have 50% damage reduction, so it should be fine. There is lots of them, so you just need to lurk them out. If you are playing a warrior here, which is the only melee hero, you just need to walk to this area and then they will just start following you. Yeah, I think one of them will come after 10 seconds, another one, so you don't need to just rush into them and you will just die, of course. With range units, range heroes, it's a little bit easier, you can just shoot them and pull them like that. So as you can see, once again quite easy, because we have the damage reduction. I'm trying to weave some of those spells in once again. We already have 450 HP, so that's really good. We started with 200, so already a really nice boost. I'm running low on mana, but there is not too many of them anymore, so we can easily finish it. 3 more. Yeah, now I will run out of mana, so maybe we'll retreat for a while, because I'm also running really low on HP. So let's just finish this one, return for a while. Yeah, the camera is just jumping down here because of this terrain, but it's not a big problem, hopefully. Let's weave some spells once again. And it should be really easy. After this, this battle room, there will be a really special room that is really unique, and you only get to it if you go this path. So if you go to the left, if you go the other path, you will only go through 2 rooms like we did here, and then you will actually not have anything else. Then you will go to the room that is also approachable from the other side, that will go here. But if you go this way, you will actually have 2 more rooms here that are, you don't need to do anything there, but you can pick up some extra rewards, which are really nice. Here I just need to finish this queen, really easy. and we'll also receive a healing potion. Level 7, so we have 500 HP and also already 250 mana. Yeah, we started with 100, so this is really nice. Even though this is no fighting room or anything, you still need to teleport in. And this is a prison room.
The prison room. Take a look around to check if there are any soldiers who might want to join you.
Yeah, so as you heard, there might be some soldiers that might want to join us, and here is actually a swordsman, so let's take him. And here was a crossbowman, but he's turned into stone, so this guy cannot help us. And also there was a pikeman, but he's already dead, so also cannot join us. And here is like a pit full of corpses, so there was lots of prisoners, but most of them are already dead. We only rescued this one swordsman, but it's still a really nice addition, of course. And then there is other room, so let's listen what we have here.
You have entered the treasure room. Explore it. Maybe you'll find something valuable.
Yeah, and this is a treasure room full of valuable resources that we can pick up and spend later, of course. We definitely want to take everything. We received 400 gold and 125 gems. So really nice. Also the environment here is really nice. I really like it. We have those statues here and the light coming through some holes from the surface. Yeah, so really nice. And now we'll enter the room that is connected also with the other side. And there will be, this is probably one of the hardest rooms, hardest fighting rooms, where we'll be fighting against spiders. So let's make a save, and let's actually leave this for the next video, because we are already over half an hour, which was the time that I wanted to have those videos, the maximum length. So let's just leave it right here. Of course, come next time we'll continue right from this point. And of course also share with me in the comments your experience with this mode, if you played it, if you have some feedback for me, what hero you played, and of course how you enjoyed it. So yeah, take care guys.